So Christa's story this month comes from an international based client. In fact, it's actually a repeat client of ours, but they are internationally based, and they also had the logistic challenges of being obviously able to buy here in Australia. So what was the brief? This investment property was about planning for the children, okay? So they were looking to give the kids an opportunity. So this one came out of our financial planning team, and it's being bought in an investment company to be able to look after the family moving forward. So the brief was we had up to $500,000, but we wanted to make sure that this one could help pay for itself a little bit. So a little bit more focus in on the yield story. So we've got a bit more of a balanced asset where we're going to balance out the growth and the yield for this particular client. So the idea was we're going to shop in Brisbane. So we looked for an emerging area of Brisbane we thought was, going to have that ripple effect in terms of growth. And Christa bought a cracker. She bought a Queenslander, a high set, 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2 car on 600 metre block. So a lovely big size block. And guess what? It was under competition. But because our buyer was a cash offer, she was able to quickly push away a lot of that competition. And this is where it gets interesting in terms of the negotiation that Christa did for this particular client. The actual listing agent was away. So she contacted one of the other agents inside the real estate agency. And she said to them, let's get this deal done. Now what that means for that other agent, she actually quite liked that idea, because if she brought the buyer to the table, she would be able to share in some of the commission on the seller's side. So Christa was able to quickly negotiate with that agent whilst the listing agent was away, secure the contract by 4 p.m. that day, property off market. So we've bought that property, and in Christa's eyes, she valued that property around $5,000 to $15,000 more than which we actually had to pay for it. So that is a great outcome for that client. Now, what does that mean? Obviously for these repeat clients of ours, the reality is they've now got that property inside that investment vehicle that's going to help look after their kids. So they're one step closer in being able to build out that wealth base and that legacy that they're planning for their children. So good on them, and good result there for Christa.